Missouri, we went into a place called Big Cedar, which was really fantastic. Had no idea what I was getting myself into. It really was one of the best trips, and I would go back. And we drove it. It was right at the edge of my driving, about 8 hours. We split it up. So we went from Nashville, and we just left in the morning, drove all the way to Big Cedar, and then went back through Arkansas, which was only like 4 hours. Spent a couple days there. Then drove back to Tennessee, which is about 5 hours or so. That first trip was kind of a bear, but it was good. We fished a lot. The reason I went to Big Cedar is Johnny Morris, the guy that owns Bass Pro Shops, was like, hey, come out. Would love for you to see it. And I was like, all right, we'll see if I... And then Caitlin's parents are from Tulsa, and so they drove. That was kind of halfway-ish, a little closer for them. Mm-hmm. But hung out with him a little bit.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah, came out to see me and talk and say hello. He let us fish in it's called the Glory Hole, and it's been named this for a long time. And not many people get to fish in his spot, but he let us fish there, and went fly fishing. We were catching so many trout. You can actually look it up on the internet. The people that have been allowed to fish in this spot, like George W. Bush Sr., George H.W. Bush. That's the senior. Yeah. Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash fished there. So we felt pretty special to let us go into that. So it was great. I loved the whole trip. We played golf a little bit. So did that. But it was funny meeting him because, he's a super successful guy. He started Bass Pro Shops, I believe, just this little tiny thing out of the back of his dad's liquor store. Like, he's a self-made man, and now he's worth billions of dollars. And so, he shows up. We're texting a little bit, and he's like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, hey, we're at the Top of the Rock, this restaurant. And he's like, okay. And then all of a sudden, poof, he appears. And so we talked for a little bit, and he's like, all right. And then poof, he was gone. And that was pretty much it. I don't know. I think once you get a bee, the smoke just comes and you disappear. Yeah, I think you have some sort of portal. But if you're around the area and you ever get a chance to go up there, it was so nice. We had a really great time. There weren't a lot of people nearby, so we were able to distance and no crowds.
That's awesome. It looked really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Your vacation was Colorado?
Yeah, it was with my sister, and then my husband's sister also is there as well. So we just hung out with our family and tried to stay distance as possible. But it was really nice to be around family and everyone. We knew that they were okay. So for my kids to be able to play with their cousins and other kids, and us to be able to hug people, hug my sister, that was cool. So it was great. And Colorado is awesome. We did a lot of hiking, fishing, kind of the same type of vibe.
We went fishing in Missouri, and then we drove down to Arkansas, and I went to see Arkansas Keith. And so we stayed in Arkansas for a couple nights. And so we did Red Lobster and fishing, and Red Lobster and fishing.
Nice.
Yeah. So then we drove back home.
Yeah.
And I only had one cheddar biscuit. I'm trying to cut back a little bit.
Oh, gosh.
But still good.
Oh, you look great. I can't tell that you ate the cheddar biscuit.
I think I put on 6 pounds overall, which is a lot for me. And so, I'm back down 3 now.
Okay. Well, we all love you just the same.
I don't know. It seemed like he was giving me a little more love when I'm skinnier.
Okay.
Eddie's on the phone. Eddie's not here today because he's sick. Now, if you're sick around here, you don't come in, but especially during COVID. Eddie, so everybody was giving you a hard time before you went to Florida because they said the beaches were packed. How were the beaches?
The beaches weren't bad. And honestly, I went to the beach probably twice the whole time we were there. We ended up just kayaking and going to the bayside, and then we found a little isolated beach for a while, and we hung out there one day. But really, man, I didn't engage with a lot of people at all while I was down there. And there were parts because we went to Destin, and there were parts there where people were just packed. Live music, bars, restaurants going. It was crazy.
You said not a lot of people, so some?
So I would say about a fourth full.
No, but what did you do?
Yeah. You said you didn't engage with a lot of people, but you engaged with some people?
Well, no. I mean, I'm talking about we had to go get food, so I had to run into the restaurant.
Okay, well, that's all good. Do you wear a mask?
Yeah, so stuff like that. I wore a mask everywhere I went.
So, and you're sick today, so what's the symptoms?
So, I don't know. I'm a little, I'm not worried, but the fact that I did go to Florida worries me a little bit, but...
It's if you just enter that state.
Yeah, oh, that's true. As soon as you cross the state line, symptoms. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So 2 days ago, I started feeling head congestion, sinuses and postnasal drip, and then it turned into chest. tight chest, and that's where I freaked out. And so I went to the doctor and got checked out. I mean, the doctor came in like a hazmat suit.
So he gave you a corona
And-
test?
Yeah, gave me a corona test, stuck the swab up my nose and everything, but it doesn't come into like 5 or 7 days, they said.
Which is crazy. And we're so backed up because so many people have it now. It's just crazy it
Yeah.
takes that long because you can pretty much be over it
By the time,
you get the results. So you're waiting. Now, Morgan's running Eddie's cameras today. How annoying is this for you?
It's very annoying because I'm doing both my job and Eddie's job right now. It's a little
this
stressful.
is going to be even more annoying because if Eddie comes in, we got to put him in quarantine.
I know, so we
Yeah.
can't even do the videos.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. This is where I was kind of debating, like, well, what do I do? Like, I'm fine. I feel great. I have sinuses. But what if for some reason I have corona?
Yeah.
And I've been hanging out with you guys for like 4 days. That would have been terrible.
I agree, and you're all sitting over there close to each other. I think I'm
Yeah.
going to go today after the show and get a test. I don't need it, but I want to go just do the process. And if you can get tested, and let's just see
Yeah.
what's up. So I'm going to go today and get tested too, but I can't let it take that long.
Yeah. Well, and two, because so many people that have it aren't going to show symptoms.
Yeah.
They may be asymptomatic, and then you could be spreading it and you don't know.
Well, did you have a good time on your vacation, Eddie? That's all that matters.
I had a blast, man. I had a really good time. It was just me and my wife. We came back really just like we were glad we went.
All right. And
How's she doing?
She's great. She's not sick.
Okay,
I don't
but-
know what I have, guys.
I think you just have
like some
allergies. I think it's a
Yeah,
crazy
I agree.
allergy time here, but, we have to
Better safe than sorry.
be conscious.
Well, the doctor did say that she's seen like corona come in all shapes and sizes. Like there's just nothing.
Do you think
there's
that was
no
a comment
kind of
about your race?
symptoms list. Huh?
You think that's a comment about your race?
No. No, I think she just meant like there were just all sorts of symptoms, not just one list of them.
Yeah.
Lunchbox got a COVID test after Vegas. How long did it take to get those results?
48 hours. And they called me up and said it was negative. I went to a clinic and I did up the nose. They shipped it off and I just waited and called. And I just wanted to let you know that you are negative for corona. Thank you so much.
Did they do in the back of your nose?
No,
nasal cavity?
no, it's changed where you don't have to go all the way up in the brain anymore. They just go inside the nose.
Eddie, was yours in the nose?
Mine was in the nose, but I mean, I feel like they went up about 3 inches.
But okay, so yours was in the cavity. Lunchbox, yours was in the tip of the nostril.
I was inside. I mean, it made my eyes water a little bit, but it wasn't like everybody said where it goes all the way to your brain. Like I didn't feel like I was trying to jump out of the chair.
What'd you think about it, Eddie?
No, man, they definitely tickled my brain for sure.
Oh, they did?
No,
Maybe your brain's
Yeah.
in a different spot.
a little farther up there.
All right, well, we'll see how you feel tomorrow. If you don't feel good, you still can't come in.
Okay, so what are my options? If I feel great, then I come and sit in the glass room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we wait
I
for
miss
his.
you guys.
What, Lunchbox?
That's scary because he's got to come in the same doors as we do.
Wait,
But you came in.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
felt
I didn't
great.
have any symptoms. And this dude's got symptoms, and we're going to let him walk in the building? I don't know. That's up to you guys, but I'm just saying,
But what if he has no symptoms and it is allergies?
Well, then it's okay, but do you hear him? He sounds kind of bad. Or is that
Oh,
just
do I
how
sound
Eddie
bad?
talks?
Well, we'll check in tomorrow. How about that?
Okay, perfect. Sounds
All right.
good.
So there's Eddie with another day of vacation. Always finds a way to work the system.
Master plan.
Lunchbox, what'd you guys do?
We just stayed here. My parents drove up with my sister and her 3 kids, and we were literally at my house with 5 kids under the age of 4, and we just ran around the yard, played in the pool, slid down the slide, water guns, that's it.
Let him
Nothing.
run wild.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, we really went nowhere but our front yard and backyard.
When you get your COVID test was Ray, did you get your COVID test?
Yeah, I went to the football stadium and got it done with my fiance, and we had it in 48 hours.
They stick it in your nostril deep?
Not deep. It's just 2 inches, 3 inches in your nostril, both nostrils, and that's it.
Yep.
Only a couple days, huh?
Yeah, we have connections, so we were able to get it ahead of other people.
What do you mean you have connections?
What?
We just know people that are in this they're doing COVID type stuff, and you can call them and say, this is my name. Will you tell me my results? They have your results. They're just not able to deliver it to you right away. And if you have connections, you can do it very quickly.
Well, how do I get connections?
Well, just your first and last name will hook you up. Regardless of where you get it at, we can
Do
get
you
it at-
believe that Ray's bootleg COVID contact is really going to give you accurate analysis?
I don't know,
Hey,
but Lunchbox got it in 2
I got
days.
a contact, and it's called a clinic, and it took me 48 hours. I didn't even have to,
Why
call a
is-
special number.
Why is Eddie's taking so long? Where did we go?
I didn't have contact. All right. Is Eddie still there or are you gone?
He can still be. He dropped off.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Well, there's basically our vacation.
It's a Bobby Bones show.